Aquarius, you beautiful souls, how you all doing? It's Adrian H, your Great Life. Thank you so much for joining in, watching the video. If it's your first time here, warmest welcome in the universe to you. If you are returning, an equally warm welcome to you. And if it's your first time watching or you're a cross-watcher, let's stick around. Let's see what's happening for Aquarius. This is a reading for new beginnings for 2020 as well as the next decade. All right, see where life is going for you, what guidance we're having here for you. And what you can also do is, if you want to look back, about a week ago I posted some videos for end of year, so end of 2019, kind of what do you want to let go of, in order to go into your new cycle of abundance and prosperity and success and beauty and passion and adventure and flow, and to just see where life takes you next in this beautiful adventure of a soul having a human being experience. So what I'd like you to do for me, please, I would like you to select for me in your mind card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3. So just go with your first instinct and we see what guidance do we have coming out there for you. So we'll first read the first 3 and then we will see for you whatever additional guidance come out there. I'll draw some more cards for you. Okay. Right, so card number 1, if you chose card number 1, love this one. I love number 1. It's a good number 1. This is with number 4, with the Emperor, with Archangel Michael. Okay, so first of all, with the Emperor, this is a card about standing in your strength, standing in your leadership, as it says over there. In your logic, in your sense. I think one of the abilities that Aquarius has, quite naturally, it seems to be something that you beautiful guys are born with, is that even though you might sometimes take a little bit longer to do something or to get something done, it's I would say more often than not, 99% of the time, more often than not, it's really well thought out before you execute the plan. So when it does then come in and things come about, then suddenly people go, they almost caught a little bit off guard, because it's like, oh my goodness, wow, how did you get it done so quickly? How were you so fast about that? But it's of course because you put the proper time and the proper planning into it, silently kind of working on the background, sussing things out, seeing what is going to work best, what might not work best, trying on a smaller scale. But with the Emperor, it's kind of time to stop trying things on smaller scales now. It's time to stop playing it safe. That is really the message coming through for you quite strongly, Aquarius. And I think not just for this card, but on all levels, it's time to stop playing it safe. All right? It's time to kind of bring out the big guns. And the big positive guns, obviously. And then with Archangel Michael's that angel that's all about saying, this doesn't work for you anymore. How do you move over to the next phase? How do you go from here to there? All right. So how do you go from here to there? It's time to stop playing it safe. Card number 2, the Empress. Amazing. All right. With Archangel Gabriel said angel that gives you all the beautiful messages. Okay, all the beautiful guidance that you would sometimes call gut feeling or intuition, or I just knew I had to do it. I don't know how I knew, I just knew. All right. So you moving into that period of abundance, beautiful things happening, beautiful flow. All right. And even though these cards are both from the major arcana, the Emperor card number 4 and the Empress card number 3, the Emperor is when you're really there within that energy already, because the major arcana is about the big leaps, the big messages, okay, the more profound messages, whereas the minor arcana kind of like fills in the details for you, the very important details. But so with the Empress for card number 2, you are really on that brink where it's time for you to allow yourself to start dreaming bigger, to give yourself permission to dream bigger, okay, nurturing yourself, nurturing others, realizing that and it's so amazing, even the same, I keep on hearing the same thing, it's time to stop playing it small. It's almost like open your mind to the fact that things can be so much more incredible than you might, you might have thought before. It's really, there's a whole buffet that is served up. And it's the time for humble pie is over. Okay. Wow, Aquarius. 2020 seems like it's going to be your year. This is your new cycle. And oh my, oh my, oh my. If you chose card number 3, the path is so open to you. The path is so open to you. And look at the imagery on card number 1 and card number 2. The image looks very much the same here. Okay. But with card number 3, it's about the flow of prosperity and about abundance. You can kind of go any way, really, because you have put in so much time and so much effort and so much preparation that whether it's that you decide to go to one level or a different way, the abundance flows either way. Okay? It really goes either way. You can decide that you want to be more in an oceany kind of flow or in a foresty flow. You want to be in the hot seat, or you want to be in the more natural Amazons, wherever you want to go. You specifically, number 3, Aquarius, you specifically have really done and put in what you needed to put in to get to this point. And when you get to this point, this is not an easy point to get to. Okay? It's not easy to get here. And if you got to this point, I mean, card number 1 and card number 2, you are in incredible periods. Really, 2020 can be the year for you. Hey? It can be the year for you. It can be the decade for you, the start of amazing things. But when you are here, it's life really kind of wants to reward you, need to reward you for everything that you've put it in, because you've reached this karmic state of absolute bliss and flow. There is no need for you to stretch your wings anymore. There's no need for you to expand anymore, because your wings are stretched. This is your confirmation. Your wings are already stretched. You already expanded. You manifested beauty. And remember that 99.9% of manifestation first takes place on an energetic field. So you can expect beautiful harmony, flow, balance, things to come in. Things are cool for you. Things are cool for you. All right, let's get some more guidance coming out there. For card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. Well, card number 1, yeah, sorry. Card number 2, yeah. Card number 3, yeah, my apologies. So we're going to start off with card number 3 first. I don't know why. I'm doing what I'm guided to do. Okay. If my angel says, Adrian, do it this way, then that is how Adrian's going to do it. So, let's see. Card number 3. Leader of the pack. Let's see what's happening over here for you, leader of the pack. 3 of air. Been through a lot of sadness. Maybe went through a lot of self-doubt, where you really felt like, am I even worth it? Is it even worth for me being on this planet? You know? Why the ugly word am I here? This is like, you get dark night of the soul and you get dark night of the soul. You have been in that pitch black darkness of the dark night of the soul. And that is how you got to this part. Alright? So if you may be feeling a little despondent, I said, look back at those videos that I made a week ago that says end of year guidance, and go and have a look at those. And maybe go and have a look at the others and see how you might fit into there, what messages are there for you. Because I believe that even if you do different zodiac signs, astrology is not that cut and dry. You're not just an Aquarius, you're an Aquarius and that's it. You know, we are all one, we are all connected, so there's part of us in all others. So maybe, if I don't know if you have the time, if you want to, but if you want to, look at all those videos, look at all the videos I'm doing now for all the signs, and see what guidance you can get in there for yourself going forward. Here you get to 10 of Earth, completion. You are a soul having a human being experience on planet Earth. So instead of focusing on all the realms and opening your third eyes and doing all these things that people always want to do, look at this. This is about balance. This is about flow. How do you get in the alignment? How do you stay in the alignment? It is by focusing your energy, chakra balancing, meditation, whatever it is that puts your soul in that calmness. Whether it is that you sit and meditate for an hour, actual traditional meditation, or whether it means that you go and dance for an hour, or you go and walk in, I don't know, in the forest or the beach or whatever, the ocean, connecting with nature. Okay, and when it speaks about a happy family life, it doesn't mean that it has to be a physical, actual family with, with 2 parents or 3 parents or whatever the case may be, and children and a cat and a dog and a picket fence and those type of things. It is about connecting with your soul family. And that is how you get into all these other wonderful things that we always want to get into, financial flow and, abundance and security, endless life. That's about all those little magical things, because you are in that period here with the world where you realize, and you can work with this very strong Archangel Michael energy, because it doesn't really matter where you go. It all flows for you. Okay? Because also 10, it's a circle of completion. Every beginning is an end, and every end is a beginning. So you are here now. Everything just flows for you, the big things and the small things. So yeah, that's going to be good for you. It's going to be good for you. It's going to be good for you. Card number 2. So card number 2 was the Empress. And you may not be in that, card number 3 energy yet, but there are a few things in life more exciting than being here. Because beautiful things start to unfold for you. You begin to realize how much power you actually have. Card number 2. You begin to learn about and to experience, not so much learn, but experience, and then learn more by experience about manifestation, about your own power, about your own energy, about how so often we go and look for the solution outside of ourselves. And we turn to the angels, and we turn to our soul family, and we turn to, which is nothing wrong with that. But that all brings you to the realization that the solution that you are looking for is you. All those others are wonderful, they're the resource, but remember, we are all one. There's source of all, there's the angels, there's your soul family, there's your guides, and there's the guardians, and all those wonderful, out there. But we are all one, we are all connected. It's not source of all, our creator, or God, or Allah, or Jehovah, or whatever naming you prefer, that. And I don't know, then the ascended masters and the archangels and the angels and the soul family and the Pleiadians and the us and the ancestors, and we are all one, we are all connected. You are a soul having a human being experience, and you are a sparkle of light, and you are representing so much and so many souls would love to have the experience that us as human beings are having. And this is such an incredible reading for me. I'm getting so excited, because I know that sometimes Aquarius things can be a bit, push and go for you. And I think 2019 was a year that really molded you quite strongly. I'm a Cancerian, and I promise you, if you speak to other Cancerians, if you look at my other Cancerian readings, 2019 hasn't been the easiest year, but it seems to be like it's a lot about shaping and molding and getting you ready. You are now there. You are going into the flow. What are the rest of the cards saying? Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. It's about independence, creativity, manifestation, creating your beautiful life. 9 of water, which is 9 of cups. It speaks about abundance, flow, which is coming through, concerns fading away, a love of life, a love for yourself. And as I was saying earlier on, I was speaking about getting to the flow, getting to the abundance. The way you're getting to abundance, the way you're getting to the flow, which is actually what card number 3, but for you as well, number 2, the way you do it, how you get into the flow, how you get that energy and the chakras and all things balancing, is by working on loving yourself, being kind to yourself. Okay. Card number 1. You are in that strong period. Look at this. 10 of air, the end of a difficult situation. I really want you to go look at that video. Actually, even go look at the Gemini video. Oh, wow. End of a difficult period. It's about embracing change. You are really there. Recovering from addiction. Addiction doesn't have to be physical addictions. Addiction can be recovering from toxic thoughts that don't serve you positively. Toxic people that don't serve you positively. Beliefs that you are not good enough. Those are addictions too. Okay? Things that you need to let go of. They don't serve you positively. You don't have to, but if you keep on sticking onto them, it's not going to be that cool for you. And look at this. Number 14. Balance. With Archangel Zadkiel, that helps with transformation, with manifestation, need for balance, moderation, cooperation, compromise, waiting for perfect timing. But this card also speaks about, in the traditional tarot, that triangle there is a bit more up and more in the chest. to let you know that what you are seeking for, you are the gateway to everything yourself. There, card number 1. But obviously you're also speaking about the emotions. Sometimes we feel emotions in our gut. All right, this card speaks about whether it doesn't really matter where you place your feet, be it on dry ground, as we said earlier on, be it on dry ground or be it within the water, because you realize that the flow is you, the abundance and the prosperity, you are that flow. Aquarius, 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 I want comments. If not now, then it should go forward at whichever point in time you look at this. You've waited for the perfect timing, and now that it's there, it's coming. You don't actually need to do that much. It's almost like you can't take yourself out of the flow, because you realize that the flow that you're looking for has always been you. Remember with card number 2, we were saying that the miracle and the help and stuff that you're looking for, you realize that you are that miracle. You are there. It's really happening for you. Resources and things coming early, or easy, and early, and effortless. So your abundance, 2020, the decade, it's for you, Aquarius. It really is for you. I want comments. I want to know what's going on. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Absolutely appreciate it. Thank you for the pleasure and the privilege. It always means so much to me. Like the video if it resonated with you. Subscribe to the channel so you get all the guidance as I'm going forward for you. Share if you want to. If you want to book a private booking, all my details are down below my website for my other services, as well as my contact details. Thank you so much for watching, Aquarius. It means a lot to me. Love and light. Till we meet again next time. Goodbye.